Seniors, let's take a moment to talk about something many men notice but rarely discuss. That nagging weakness, tightness, or lack of response down there is not just an unavoidable part of aging, it's your body sending out an alarm. For millions of men over 60, these are early signs of circulation trouble. Ignore them, and you risk losing more than performance. You risk losing a vital piece of your strength, your energy, and even your confidence. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, a physician specializing in men's health for over 20 years. In my practice, I've helped thousands of men reclaim their vitality, rebuild intimacy, and restore healthy circulation without relying on risky medications or invasive procedures. And I can tell you with certainty, your body hasn't given up on you. You still have the ability to strengthen blood flow naturally if you give it the right support. Today, I'll show you how 3 simple vegan foods can make a powerful difference. These aren't exotic remedies or complicated diets. They're everyday foods backed by science that improve blood flow, restore energy, and help men feel like themselves again. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools you can start using today to take control of your health and vitality. At the heart of circulation problems in men over 60 lies one overlooked molecule: nitric oxide. Think of it as the body's master switch for blood flow. It's the signal your blood vessels need in order to relax, expand, and deliver oxygen-rich blood to every part of your body, including the most delicate arteries that supply your pelvic region. Here's the challenge. After the age of 60, your natural nitric oxide production can fall by as much as 75%. That's a massive drop. Without enough of this messenger, your arteries stay tight and rigid instead of flexible and open. And when blood can't move freely, you begin to notice changes. Your hands and feet may feel colder. Your stamina might fade faster. And in men, the very first place this shows up is often down there, long before you'd ever notice chest pain or heart trouble. This is why doctors often call erectile difficulties the body's check engine light. They're not just about intimacy. They're about circulation. They're about warning you that your arteries are struggling to deliver the blood flow your body depends on. The good news is that nature gives us tools to restore nitric oxide naturally. And it starts with food. Simple, everyday foods that can reignite the pathways your body has relied on since you were young. Let's begin with the first one. A humble legume that's more powerful than most men realize. Food 1: chickpeas. The first food on our list is one that often gets overlooked, yet it can transform circulation from the inside out. Chickpeas. Now, you might think of chickpeas as just the base of hummus or something tossed into a salad. But inside these little legumes lies one of the most important nutrients for blood flow: the amino acid L-arginine. Your body uses arginine to produce nitric oxide naturally. Remember, nitric oxide is that master signal telling your arteries to relax and open. Without it, circulation slows, especially in the smallest vessels feeding the pelvic region. This is why chickpeas are so powerful. They give your body the raw material to turn that nitric oxide switch back on. Instead of forcing an artificial effect like medication, chickpeas support the natural process your body already knows. There's proof of this in real life. Men in Mediterranean countries, where legumes like chickpeas are a staple, consistently show lower rates of cardiovascular problems and erectile issues compared to men who eat few legumes. And clinical studies confirm it. Diets rich in legumes correlate with stronger circulation and better vascular health. The best part? You don't need huge amounts. Just half a cup to 1 cup of cooked chickpeas a day is enough to give your body the boost it needs. They're easy to add in. Blend them into creamy hummus, sprinkle roasted chickpeas over a salad for crunch, or stir them into a soup or stew for a hearty meal. Of course, there are a few cautions. If you have a legume allergy, kidney disease, or you're new to high-fiber foods, start slowly. Your digestive system will adjust within a few days. For most men, though, chickpeas are safe, versatile, and one of the most effective natural tools to restore blood flow where you need it most. And while chickpeas work through one pathway, there's another food that activates a completely different system. When you combine the two, the results can be remarkable. Let's talk about that next. Food 2. Beetroot juice. The second food might surprise you because it looks simple, but inside it holds a fast-acting secret for circulation. Beetroot juice. Unlike chickpeas, which rely on arginine to produce nitric oxide, beetroot juice works through an entirely different pathway. It's rich in natural nitrates. When you drink it, those nitrates start a powerful chain reaction. Friendly bacteria in your mouth convert them into nitrites, which then travel through your digestive system. From there, your body turns them into nitric oxide. This pathway is unique because it doesn't depend on oxygen, which means it remains effective even if your nitric oxide levels have dropped with age. In other words, beetroot juice gives your circulation a shortcut. It works quickly, gently telling your blood vessels to relax and open, boosting blood flow where it matters most. I've seen this make a difference in real life. One of my patients, a 67-year-old retiree, felt his energy slipping away and was frustrated by the side effects of medication. I suggested he try 140 milliliters, about 5 ounces, of beetroot juice daily, taken 2 to 3 hours before exercise or intimacy. Within 3 weeks, his stamina returned, his confidence improved, and his lab results showed higher nitrite levels, clear evidence that his circulation pathways were back online. For most men, beetroot juice is safe. The most common side effect is something called beeturia, pink or red urine after drinking it. It's harmless, but it can be surprising. If you're on nitrate medications or prone to kidney stones, you'll need to be cautious. But for the majority, this is one of the fastest natural ways to reactivate blood flow. With chickpeas building a steady foundation and beetroot juice providing rapid activation, we already have 2 powerful allies for restoring circulation. But there's one more food that ties it all together: a small green nut with clinical proof of boosting performance. Let's look at that next. Food 3. Pistachios. The third food might already be sitting in your pantry. Small, green, and delicious. Pistachios. But they're more than just a snack. Pistachios have earned a reputation in scientific studies as one of nature's most effective foods for circulation and male vitality. What makes them special is the combination of nutrients they deliver all at once. They're packed with L-arginine, the same amino acid found in chickpeas, which fuels nitric oxide production. They're rich in antioxidants that protect blood vessels from damage and keep nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. They contain plant sterols that help manage cholesterol, keeping arteries clear for steady blood flow. And their heart-healthy fats support hormone balance, which is critical for energy and performance. Clinical research has shown real benefits. In one study, men who added pistachios to their diet saw improvements in erectile function, cholesterol levels, and overall circulation. And I've seen the same in my practice. A 71-year-old retired businessman came to me worried about his declining performance. He wanted a natural solution without side effects. I recommended he eat around 3 ounces of pistachios a day, split between 2 snacks. Within a few weeks, his energy returned, his cholesterol improved, and most importantly, his confidence was back. To get the same benefits, aim for 1 to 2 ounces daily. That's about a small handful. Choose raw or dry roasted pistachios without heavy salt or oils. Enjoy them as a snack, sprinkle them on salads, or stir them into yogurt. Even shelling them slowly helps with portion control, keeping the habit enjoyable and balanced. For most men, pistachios are safe. But if you have a nut allergy or kidney issues, you'll need to be cautious. Otherwise, this little nut is one of the simplest, tastiest, and most effective ways to keep blood flowing strong. Now, each of these foods works on its own. But when you bring them together, something even more powerful happens. Let's talk about how to combine them into a daily routine that restores circulation naturally. Here's where things get exciting. Each of these foods, chickpeas, beetroot juice, and pistachios, works on its own to support blood flow. But when you combine them, the effect is greater than the sum of its parts. Nutrition experts call this food synergy. It means that nutrients don't just add benefits, they multiply them by supporting different pathways at the same time. Think of it like this. Chickpeas provide the building blocks, fueling nitric oxide production through the arginine pathway. Beetroot juice takes a faster route, using dietary nitrates to create nitric oxide through the nitrate-nitrite pathway, and pistachios step in as the protectors, keeping nitric oxide active longer while also improving vessel health and cholesterol balance. Together, they create a multi-layered system for restoring circulation. So how do you put this into practice? Here's a simple daily routine. Morning foundation. Add half a cup of chickpeas to breakfast. Try hummus on whole grain toast, roasted chickpeas sprinkled on eggs, or blended into a smoothie. Midday activation. Drink about 5 ounces of beetroot juice, ideally 2 to 3 hours before exercise or intimacy. This timing helps your body convert the nitrates into nitric oxide when you need it most. Afternoon protection. Snack on a small handful of pistachios, around 1 to 2 ounces. They'll extend the nitric oxide benefits into the evening while also giving your heart a boost. Most men notice changes within 2 to 3 weeks. Better energy, stronger stamina, and improved circulation. By 6 to 8 weeks, the improvements can be even more pronounced, often far beyond what any single food could achieve. This isn't about a quick fix. It's about creating lasting vitality by supporting your body in the way nature intended. And when paired with a few simple lifestyle habits, the results get even stronger. Let's look at those next. Now that you know the foods, let's add a few simple habits that make them even more effective. These aren't complicated changes. They're small daily actions that keep your blood flowing freely and help your body use the nutrients to their full potential. The first is hydration. Your blood is mostly water. Without enough of it, circulation slows, and nutrients can't reach where they need to go. Aim to sip water throughout the day instead of waiting until you feel thirsty. Think of it as keeping your circulation engine well-oiled. The second is movement after meals. You don't need intense workouts to see results. Just a 10 to 15-minute walk after eating helps your muscles absorb nutrients, keeps blood sugar steady, and encourages better blood flow to every part of your body. Many men are surprised how quickly this one small habit lifts their energy. The third is stress reduction. Stress quietly narrows your blood vessels, blocking nitric oxide's ability to work. Even 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing can calm your nervous system and restore healthy circulation. It's like giving your arteries a chance to breathe, too. These habits, hydration, walking, and stress relief, might seem simple, but combined with chickpeas, beetroot juice, and pistachios, they create a foundation for long-lasting vitality. And the best part is, you don't have to be perfect. Staying consistent most of the time is what delivers the results. With these foods and habits working together, you have a powerful natural system to restore circulation and rebuild confidence. Now let's bring everything together with one final message. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. 3 simple vegan foods: chickpeas, beetroot juice, and pistachios. Each works in its own way to support blood flow. Chickpeas fuel nitric oxide production, beetroot juice activates circulation quickly, and pistachios protect and extend the benefits while supporting heart health. Add them into your daily routine, and you're giving your body a natural system to restore vitality from the inside out. When you combine these foods with simple habits, like staying hydrated, walking after meals, and practicing daily stress relief, you create lasting improvements in circulation, stamina, and confidence. And the truth is, it's never too late to start. Your body is always ready to respond when you give it the right support. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, and I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s make these changes and feel stronger, more energetic, and more connected to life again. You can too. If this message spoke to you, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts or your own experiences. You never know who might be encouraged by your story. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Remember, this isn't about turning back the clock. It's about moving forward with strength, vitality, and confidence. You still have so much life to enjoy, and the power to reclaim it starts with the choices you make today.